make me far away. Life can be cruel. I say this to say I need you now. Need you now. No matter what you do, 'cause you always be my baby. Need you now.
Previously, in Breaking Point.
Aidan, please tell us, how does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your very first race?
I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes.
And tell me about Casper Ackerman. How is that relationship coming along?
It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then?
He tried to stop them from signing you. Didn't want to play babysitter. We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him.
I had a call this morning from Christian Horner. You're being watched.
You know what his problem is, don't you? Thinks you're getting too old.
You want respect, you give respect! That's how it works!
How about you give me a little respect?
How about you earn it first? I'm done.
You what?
I'm retiring.
Why didn't it work out between you two?
He's on more money than me,
What? He didn't want me on the team.
didn't I? And you thought I was past my best?
So none of this is true.
There's always gossip in the paddock. And ever since he's arrived, there's been one man at the centre of it all. I want us to push for fourth. I want us to beat Butler. And I want that seat to go to you.
So Alfa Romeo potentially on track to really upset AlphaTauri here. Butler's closing in on Ackerman. Down the inside he goes, and they've hit each other. Butler into the barrier, and that looks to be the end of the race for him. The Dutchman looks to be continuing at.
It's great to see him still in this fight, Crofty.
You're the third, Aiden. What about Casper?
We let Aiden pass.
Let Aiden pass.
We did it.
We did it. Have you seen the crash yet?
Butler's okay?
Bruised ego, perhaps.
What was it like bringing a brand new team to the F1 grid?
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, with your branding, your name on it, in an official race, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
You make it sound like a dream come true.
If only.
When did you first get a sense of what was in store for Connor Sport?
2022 season, straight out of the box. The drivers were always going to clash. That was a calculated risk. But the car had problems.
We're midway through the Miami Grand Prix. It's been a cracking race so far, and it's all up for grabs.
Absolutely, Crofty. Some fantastic driving here today, especially, I have to say, from Aiden Jackson. I don't think I've ever seen the Connor Sport car being put through its paces quite like this.
This is a team, Connor Sport, that have got a lot to prove this season, but Jackson might just be the man to do it.
Okay, Aiden, nice job so far. Let's try and bring that gap down to the car ahead if you can.
Copy that.
car in front is 2.0 seconds. Okay, gap to the car behind. 1.7 seconds. Okay, copy that. Gasly stopping now. Work, we're in P4. Okay, Sainz is ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, car behind trailing us, 3.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. The distance to the leader is 7.8 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Copy that, we see it, we're looking into it. Okay, I'm afraid you're going to have to retire the car, please, Aiden. Retire the car. You're joking! I'm sorry, Aiden. Pull over now, please. Pull over now. This is getting ridiculous!
And that's agonising for Jackson. Just a few laps left to go, and he's out of the Miami Grand Prix.
Oh, with every race, the car looks like a constant problem for Connor Sport. It must be devastating for the drivers.
Confirmation as the car comes to a halt. The Connor Sport's Aiden Jackson won't be seeing the checkered flag today, but it looks like his teammate will. Jackson's DNF puts Devon Butler in a position where he might just be able to secure some points for Connor Sport.
Aiden's out. Yep, engine problem, I'm afraid.
Good job you got me!
Alright, Devon, don't push it too hard. We cannot risk losing both cars here.
It's in the bag, mate!
All okay, Aiden?
Yeah, how's Devon doing?
Yeah, he's doing alright, mate. He looks like he's going to bring home some points for the team.
Good for him.
If it's not one thing, then it's another. Did you not see what happened out there today?
Aiden, I agree with you 100%. We are doing everything we can. I know the car is not perfect, but...
Andreo, it's every race. Do you know how I look losing easy points like this?
Knock, knock. Sounds like there's a right show going on in here. What am I missing?
Not now, Devon.
Aiden and I were just discussing issues with the car.
Again? I thought that was all in hand. I had no problems today. Smooth. You know what they say? A shoddy workman always blames his tools. mate. You can look at my setup data any time you want. I've told you that. It might help.
And I've told you before. It's not a setup issue. The problem is...
Jackson. That was the problem with the 2022 season. Ask anyone. I mean, at the end of 21, everyone thought Aiden was going to be signed by one of the big three. But guess they couldn't reach an agreement, so we both signed for Connor Sport.
And do you think that affected Aiden?
That's no secret. Now, for that 22 season, Jackson was a nightmare.
Aiden, hey, I wanted to give you a heads up. Now look, the crew has shared the latest telemetry data with us.
Fine, but I don't think it will tell me anything I don't already know.
Just humor me, okay? I'd like you to go through it. Let me know if anything jumps out. I'm keen to iron out these problems as quickly as possible for you.
Sure thing. Thanks, Andrea.
No thanks needed. I've got your back, Aiden. Remember... Remember what I said when you joined the team. I won't let you down. Ackerman wouldn't let me hear the end of it.
Yeah, sounds like Casper. You know he told me the same, right? It's just tricky, what with the car and Devon poking his nose in any chance he gets.
There is a lot going on for sure, but we're a team. We'll get there. I'll have a word with the Devon. Tell him to give you some space, both on and off the track, okay?
Yeah, alright. Good luck with that.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?
Andreo! Just going over those last-minute strategy changes you sent over.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make it clear, whatever happens out there today, I get pit priority, yeah?
Well, we'll see how the race develops. If you need priority, you'll get it. But I can't go into the race with that on the table.
Look. We all know Jackson's not pulling his weight. Now, if you want the points, I need to make sure he's not going to get in my way. Do you get me?
Devon, we've talked about this. Give Aiden some space. It's not about you getting in the way of each other. It's about everyone pulling together, racing as a team.
Of course, yeah. So, pit priority, yeah? All right, ciao.
Into turn 2 we go now. Butler comes out of the pit lane. Jackson is right there with him. This is dicey, Ant. Neither one of these two wants to give way.
This would have been a lot cleaner if Jackson had just let him go. He's just not giving him an inch.
They continue onwards, still wheel to wheel, almost touching there as well, as we head down the straight towards the next chicane. Nothing to separate either car, and through the chicane we go! And now Jackson sends them both off the track, and Butler over a curb. That looked nasty.
And I do believe that one of their cars is damaged here, Crofty. I think it's Butler.
Damage, Ant, but also they've lost places too.
Unbelievable and totally unnecessary as well.
Well, one damaged car, places now to make up. What a complete mess that was.
Okay, calm yourself down. We'll look at it in the debrief later, but right now I want you to go and get those places back. Come on, let's go. Okay, gap ahead is 1.9 seconds. in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Okay, clear. Caution, caution. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Drama here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve today. But Ant, what stood out for you?
Well, it must be the Connor Sport moment between the two drivers there, banging wheels, not giving each other room on track. It was entertaining, of course, but definitely for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, certainly. And Aidan Jackson, well, he'd have enjoyed the result. He did well to recover.
He did do well to recover, but, you know, you never want to see 2 cars, if you're the team boss, seeing 2 cars hit each other. It's rule number 1, don't hit your teammate.
Given all the problems they've had this season, though, getting 1 car over the finish line, that's probably a big result for them today. Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.
Aiden, just a heads up, we're putting the debrief back by 30 minutes.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Listen, while I've got you on, what happened out there today?
It wasn't my fault. Devon thinks he's the only one driving.
I don't want to dwell on it too much at the meeting, but this is not how we run a team. You know this.
Of course. It's just...
No, I don't want to hear it. We have enough problems as it is. Whatever has gone on between you two in the past, I need you to put it to bed.
Sure.
I don't want to have to talk to you like this, Aiden, and I'll be saying the same to Devon. Come on now.
Sure.
See you at the debrief.
Hey there, can you raise that lamp about 6 inches, right? Excellent. A butler should always look sharp. So.
At what point in the 22 season was it clear to you that the team was struggling?
Oh, well, right after the Hungarian GP. I may only be the money, but even to me it was obvious. The whole thing was a shambles.
Yet again, Connor Sports, Jackson and Butler battling it out on track. It seems as
Hang
if
on 2 seconds, Nat.
Okay, Devon, Aiden's lapping faster than you. I need you to let him pass, please. Devon, do you copy? Listen to me, I need you to let Aiden pass now.
Butler just completely blanking the order there. Seems like he didn't even acknowledge it.
Too true, but as you can see, no way through for Jackson. No way at all. This Connor Sport rivalry is getting heated on the track here in Hungary.
Oh, come on, this is a joke!
Information making me question our relation to the nation, our religion, supersonic. My existence can't resist us. Clearly, I find myself living inside a shell. All of these pages can't got all my introspect. Mirrors, they don't reflect all of the things that we do. My existence.
Welcome to my team. Here you'll experience the world of Formula One not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's create your driver.
Ace. Cook. Devlin. Fox. Garcia. Jester. Kyle. Lee. Logan. McCarthy. McBride. Oldtimer. Parry. Phoenix. Real Deal. Red.
And now, let's focus on your driver's look.
Multicolored paint on my skin. Couldn't bear the night, turning into daylight. You're the only thing that I need. The silence in the air that I breathe. Solace in your eyes. Hold me in your mind. And I think I could get used to this. I think I could get used to this.
Thank you. I need a moment. We did it! We did it!
Great, now let's set up some of the key details of your new team. We'll start with an easy one. Nice. Now, some kind of income stream is critical. Our primary sponsor will pay a sign-in bonus to the team up front. This is vital to cover the early investments we need to make. They'll also provide a valuable weekly income for us. Each sponsor has a goal they want the team to achieve. If we hit that goal, the sponsor will pay us an additional goal bonus. Fantastic, now we've got a budget to work with. Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign a power. We need both performance and durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
Don't care if we die today. At least we know we've tried today.
We almost have all the key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate for you. The higher a driver's experience, the more resource points are earned to spend on vehicle upgrades. Drivers earn acclaim based on their performances. When a driver earns enough acclaim, they will level up.
You're the only thing that I need.
creates the livery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ. Last but not least, we need to consider our brand, our badge and team colours. Great, that's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start up.
New year, new drivers, new team. Welcome and great to have you with us as we move far away from the paddock to the headquarters of the newest outfit on the Formula One grid. We've been granted exclusive access with an interview not just with the team owner or the star driver, but both. Because for the first time in modern F1 history, the team owner is behind the wheel themselves. Now is a great time to bring a new team into the sport, particularly off the back of such compelling competition last year. 2022 saw huge regulation changes, and it was Red Bull who came out on top in the development race. But that was last year. This year could be a very different story. Let me tell you, this facility is an absolute hive of activity, and there is a palpable sense of excitement around the car they've built. Quietly, they truly believe they can challenge at the top, and they've had the time now to craft a hugely competitive race car. But theory is one thing, and taking on the brightest lights in motorsport is quite another. So how does the owner of F1's 11th team feel as they prepare to be thrust into the limelight of the F1 circus? New driver lineups, Qatar returns, Las Vegas debuts, and the engineering race continues to push the sport and the drivers to new heights. What are they aiming for? Most excited about? Most nervous for? Well, soon we will meet them to find out. But first, let's take a look at the brand new car. Well, hi, thank you so much for having us. Great to be here. I'm going to start with the question that everyone is asking. It's been a long time since we've seen a team owner drive their own car, and a lot's changed since then. The sport has really evolved. So how are you going to manage the responsibility of doing both roles? And tell me about your teammate. They're clearly very excited to have signed with you. What do they bring to the team? So tell me about the work on the car. It's clearly a blank canvas. You've done a lot. What have you prioritised? Now, there's no getting away from the fact that your competitors have a huge amount of Formula One experience. You are a total newcomer. Tell us where you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains. Now, ultimately, your success this season will be determined by whether you can take positions from other drivers. Where do you believe this car has the edge? And with so many disciplines and experts working so closely together here at your HQ, who gets the coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Who are you most proud of as the first race edges ever closer? Well, I could talk to you all day. Thank you so much for your time, but I better let you get back to work because there's plenty more still to do. All the very best for your inaugural F1 season.
It's important to use the time between races to the fullest extent, and that's where these activities come in. Manage everyone's time as efficiently as possible to maximise the team's performance. This is where you can view our current facilities and the effects they're having on the business. You can also invest some of our cash into upgrades for these facilities. This is the driver market. From here you can see pertinent details on every driver in the sport, compare them with each other and add them to your watch list. When the contract negotiation window rolls round, this is where you'll approach any drivers you wish to hire. Position now where we're able to attract a new sponsor to the team. Head on over to the corporate tab and select the sponsor screen to choose who we should approach. Hello, I see you found your workstation. My name's Pierre. I'm your man for all things R&D related, so get used to hearing a lot from me. Your workstation should be all set up and good to go, but if you run into any issues, be sure to give me a shout.
Morning mate, Mark here. Just want to say once again, thanks so much for making me part of this team. There's a huge number of talented people as I look around this garage, and I cannot wait to see what we can all accomplish together, including you. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts right here. Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy. Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done. Okay, we can take you this lap.
Ourselves of our top three, who are Fred, Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.